This is a follow-on from my video to Kaya about why are whites leaving South Africa, and people in general. And this is a response to Reindeer's vid on Julius Malema's comments. Okay, now I called this vid Orwell's South Africa because Orwell talked about doublespeak, words that meant the exact opposite in the context of the conflict, in which he talked about in 1984, war was peace and peace was war. Okay, now what I want to ask Renaldo is that why were you surprised that everyone in the audience in the Free State University applauded Julius Malema when he started singing "Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer"? As you said, that's a song 20 years old, but much like certain groups of people, his only cultural reference is that they were once persecuted. I sense that Julius Malema can't really articulate any positive concepts of his own culture, and you only have to look at the crime rate within Bantu society to show why that is. Because during apartheid, 22,000 people were killed, not because of any struggle with apartheid, but through simple crime. And only 1,000 of those people, that is Afrikaaners, Boers, San people, were killed during that whole time, whereas the 21 other thousand were all raped, murdered and killed within Khoisan and Zulu society, the base of Julius Malema and Jacob Zuma's whole party, the ANC and the ANC Youth League. Now, even though those two groups actually hate each other and they've been caught on camera hacking each other to pieces with machetes, pangas, asangas and clubs, when they've got firearms, which seems to show that there's some kind of ritualistic reason for why they did this in that way. But isn't this a contrast with Afrikaner modernity? Okay, because the Afrikaners have got the values of the Enlightenment, which are from Europe. Now, of course, African Americans have got the values of Enlightenment, and you don't see them doing ritualistic muti killings on each other or believing in witchcraft. And of course, Obama is an articulate politician. Okay. But why were you surprised that the audience wouldn't join in? That's what really shocked me about your comment. Basically, the universities are there to educate people, but education is also indoctrination, and people are exposed to different ideas from thousands of different sources during their lives, millions of different sources. Okay, and we either reject those or accept them due to our personal morality or how deeply we believe those things. But as you get to university, ideas become ideologies such as the left-right debate, communism, nationalism, and liberalism, conservatism, socialism, and we temper those with the rationality of democratic systems in the West and Europe and in the Far East, in Japan. But the ANC it has a doctrine, and it's a primitive doctrine because it's based on power, pure power. Okay, Julius Malema is saying we have the power and we can do what we like. That we can sing these songs and you can't do anything about it. Alright? You're powerless. Because the ANC don't believe in any politics. They don't know what politics is, obviously, because Julius Malema has been asked a question as to what he is. And he said, I'm a nationalist and I am an aspiring communist. So in those two things you've got his totalitarian and materialistic version of nationalism and a totalitarian materialistic version of communism. That is basically fascism. And that seems to be why I have comments left by many ANC supporters who seem to have this idea that they are like black African Bantu fascists, and they appeal to those ideas. Those people know they are if they watch this video, and they seem to leave many comments all over videos to do with South Africa on that subject. All right, which strikes people from Europe as strange. Okay. Contrast this with a progressive way to go forward in South Africa would be to take the model of the European Union and to give each basically the homeland or the ethnicity of the Boers, Afrikaners, the Khoisan, the Zulus, and turn those into federated states, okay, with their own parliaments, with their own police forces, with their own economic policy, okay. For instance, the Boers republics could have their own central bank, but with a shared currency, okay, just like the European Union does. Now, since 1994, 52,000 people on the Cape Coast have been murdered, and 3,000 Boer families, as I've been doing my research, have also been murdered. In some cases, only a phone has been taken, which is quite strange in a society which is endemically faced with poverty. Meanwhile, Julius Malema, as you've told in your vids, is living in opulent luxury. That's again because, I stress again, he is part of a party that believes in primitive feudalism. Okay, his loyalty is to his family and his clan and his tribe. Okay, that's why he's self-serving, and that's why he thinks nobody can do anything about it. Okay, now I have done vids on Boer independence on that European social model. Okay, people can check those out if they like. Now, what can be done about Julius Malema, okay, or Jacob Zuma, because they are going to put in policies in education in the universities which are going to indoctrinate people more and more into this view, and then they'll try and think up of logical reasons why that view should exist, or historical reasons, and if, like Mugabe, you can't find any, they'll invent them. Okay, for people who are Bantu descent who are watching this, the ANC are killing farmers, and that's taking food out of your children's stomachs. Okay, so you're killing your own children by doing that, right? Muti killings are cannibalism. Can't you see that it's wrong? It's wrong, and also the ANC is playing you. Alright, you're being played, and it's about time that you woke up to that fact. Educate yourself to it. Vote the ANC out before it's too late. The Afrikaners are not going to stay there to be murdered. Alright, vote the ANC out. You can stand with the Afrikaners now. You still got time, right, before Julius Malema and Jacob Zuma destroy your country. Stand together and vote the ANC out.